and red and black and red and black and red. But in so doing, you kept, for in this case, the 4 queens concealed. It's a very useful count. I use this count in many tricks and routine. For example, this is the beginning of the famous Oil and Queens by Roy Walton. Sometimes you show only 8 cards, and in this case you 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, and the last 2 are as 1, okay? It's not that difficult at all. The most important thing is the grip of the card, the thumb and the second finger or the card. The third finger is there without touching the card, but very close to that corner, okay? Now you take the first card in your left hand, the second and the third and the fourth. On the count of 5, you basically switch the 2 packets, okay? This packet goes slightly more to the left. I keep it a little bit back now, but it would be on top. Slide to the left like this, and automatically you see thumb and ring finger of the right hand grab the bottom packet, okay? That's the reason why the ring finger has to be very close. So these cards are like this, and then basically you count the same cards again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch and continue counting the cards. I came up with this count while I was still in Italy many years ago as an alternative, very easy alternative of the Hammond count. I called it the laughing count because every time I would explain it during a lecture or to other magicians, they would laugh. But they would say, oh, it's working, it works, but they would laugh, and I called it the laughing count, okay? Imagine you want to show a packet of 8 cards, all red. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, leave the packet on the table, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, but really you have concealed 4 black cards in this case. Very easy. Grab the cards again from above in the middle grip, take 1 and 2, 3, 4, drop the other packet on top, but keep a break between the 2 packets, and apparently you drop the 4 cards on the table, the first you have counted, but really you drop this on the table, which was the top packet, and it contains the 4 black cards, and recount again the same cards. It's very elusive also because you show, when you pick up this packet, a red card, it's here, so everything looks copacetic, as my friend John Rackerbaumer would say. And then, of course, if you want, you can deal the top cards, the top 4 cards, show the thing and so on. So once again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, place on top, drop it on the table, and recount again the cards. Ha ha! Laughing counts. Max Holden published this force in the Magical Monthly in 1925. My God. It's one of the easiest force ever. For example, let's imagine you want to force the 8 of spades. The spectator cut the deck like this, and as to mark the cut, you place the bottom half on top. Now the main point about this is that you have to lose a little bit of time, let's say 10-15 seconds, so that people do not remember exactly what happened. For example, you can do this, you can ask the spectator to do the cut, to introduce, let's say, for example, a prediction or something else, and then you say, okay, you take the top card where you cut of the bottom half. Obviously, it's the 8 of spades, but what's the top card that you really force? The card is on top, I leave up, so you see what happens. Like this, the spectator cuts, take the bottom half and put it on top. Now, for obvious reasons, you have to lose a little bit of time, because if you do this immediately, of course, it's too obvious that this was the original bottom half, and this was the original top. But if you lose 10-15 seconds, they don't really remember much, and remove this and show this card. With the same method, you can force the bottom card, okay? The spectator cuts again, plays the bottom half on top, lose a little bit of time, and he says, let's see the card you cut out, and take the top half and show the bottom card of the top half. Very easy, but very effective. Most of the time, in books, on DVD, they tell you, spread the cards, keeping the last two as one. But sometimes you need to keep the top two cards as one. So this is the back spread. Imagine you have 5 cards and you have to show them as 4. You simply do this. It's extremely easy and it's done. And the top 2 cards are as one. So you take the bottom card to the left, the next to the bottom to the left, and then again the next to the bottom to the left. And automatically the top 2 cards are as one. If you have 4 and show as 3, it's even easier. You just remove the 2 bottom cards, and these are 2 as one. It's very easy also to do a double lift in this way. For example, you have to do a double lift from a packet. Simply move these 2 cards and then flip over the remaining 2 as one on top. It's a very easy double lift. So remember, 1, 2, and 3, and the top 2 are as one, and there is the back spread. Fred Brawy created this move in 1941 and published it in You Got Magic Monthly in 1945 with the name Secret Edition. You want to place, for example, a few cards between aces while you display them, or even on top of the aces, as you will see. So you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 aces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you want, you can do a simple magic trick, like you place the aces in different part of the deck, and the aces are back on top. Very, very easy. It is very, very useful. For example, sometimes you add only 1 card, sometimes it's 2 cards, sometimes 3 cards, it doesn't really matter. And you take a break below these 3 cards in this case, like this. You display the aces and some other cards face down, and when you spread and you square, you have a break below the top 7 cards, okay? Grab this packet from above like this. If you want, you can place the middle finger slightly more to the left, so to hide the thickness, or simply hold the packet slightly slanted downwards, okay? Take the first one and flip it over face down, the next one, flip it over, the next one, flip it over, and then you drop apparently the last ace, but really you drop 4 cards in this case. Flip these over and then deal the top 4 cards, apparently the aces, but this is the only ace and the other 3 are on top. There are many, many, many routines using this move, from packet of cards, a regular deck of cards, or you can introduce fake cards and so on. Use your imagination. This beautiful fall shuffle for a packet of cards appeared in 1989 in the book The Secret of Brother Joe Hammond, of course written by Brother Joe Hammond and published by Kaufman, and it retains the order of the entire packet. For example, you have a packet in this order, ace to 10, and you want to give the illusion that you shuffle, but you keep the same order, okay, like this. And apparently you shuffle the cards, but really are in the same order. Very easy to do, actually. You take a bunch of cards, 5 or 6, it doesn't matter, a little bit more than half if you want, and then you count the others singly, 1, 2, 3, mentally you count it. And then you count again 3, 1, 2, and 3, and throw the remaining on top, and the cards are in the same order. You can repeat it a couple of times, take a bunch of cards, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and once again 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop these on top. And this is in the same order. Beautiful, beautiful, and easy false shuffle. first time we have seen this count was in a book called Close-Up Man Lecture by my friend Jean-Pierre Ballerino, or like in the pronunciation correct would be Jean-Pierre Ballerino because he's French. He's a great performer, wonderful man as well. And I remember the sensation created by this count when it came out. For example, you want to show 4 cards, all the jack of spades, and you do simply this. And all the cards are the jack of spades. You keep the card to the bottom like this and grab the card with the palm down right hand, so the fingers on top and the thumb underneath, okay? You do this, you turn these over and move the top card to the right with the thumb, okay? Like this. The bottom 3 cards are flipped over by these 3 fingers of the right hand in the left hand, like this. And you do exactly the same thing. Push these to the right, flip over the other 2 cards, and flip over the remaining cards. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, once again, like this, flip over the bottom 3, move the top to the right with the right thumb, like this, and you do the thing. For example, if you want to show 4 cards with blue back, it's exactly the same thing. Keep the card face down, and you do this, showing the card face up, and you show all the cards with blue back. Like I said before, there are many other sleight and subtleties. Keep an open eye for more DVDs. I hope, hopefully, you like this kind of DVDs. We had many requests, as I told you before, with regards to this sleight and subtleties, and we'll do our best to supply your requests. And thank you so much, and be good.